India has welcomed the decision of the World Bank appointed neutral expert to address certain issues related to the projects under the Indus Water Treaty of 1960. The Ministry of External Affairs on Tuesday, in an official statement, shared that the neutral expert announced his competence to address differences between India and Pakistan related to the Kishanganga and Ratle hydroelectric projects in Jammu and Kashmir. India reiterated that it will continue to participate in the neutral expert process so that the differences are resolved in a manner consistent with the provisions of the treaty. The MEA also said that India does not recognize or participate in the Court of Arbitration proceedings in the matter, citing provisions of the treaty that do not provide for parallel proceedings on the same set of issues. And now, to understand this story better, we have with us Ashok Sajanhar, former Indian senior diplomat. Welcome, Ashok ji, to the program. Why is Pakistan reluctant to accept the neutral expert appointed by the World Bank on the differences between India and Pakistan over the two hydropower projects in Jammu and Kashmir?
Thank you very much, Tanvi, for having me on your show. Pakistan has been raising these objections against the Kishanganga Dam project. Your viewers and listeners might be aware that India initially had proposed this project way back in 1994. At that time, it was a storage project. And then Pakistan had raised some objections. As a result of that, India changed it to a run-of-the-river project. And so we started constructing in 2007. But Pakistan raised objections. We went to a court of arbitration in 2011, 2013. The Court of Arbitration gave its decision totally in favor of India, saying that all the objections that were raised by Pakistan, they are not valid, and whatever India is doing is in consonance with the provisions of the Indus Water Treaty of 1960. Still, Pakistan went back again to the World Bank and raised some other questions. World Bank said in 2016 that there should be maybe there could be some discussions between the two sides. The technical issues that have been raised by Pakistan, that they could be resolved. But then the dam was completed in 2018. After that, for the technical issues, resolving the technical issues, World Bank appointed a nuclear expert, but Pakistan asked for a court of arbitration to the World Bank. Court of arbitration has also been appointed. As you said very rightly, and as the Ministry of External Affairs has said very correctly, there is no provision for parallel processes. So when there is a neutral expert that has been appointed to deal with these technical issues, there is no need of a court of arbitration. So India has termed it as illegal and has not been participating in its proceedings. And I think the decision on the 20th, 2 days ago, of the neutral experts saying that it is competent to deal with all the 7 issues that have been raised by Pakistan, that's a shot in the arm for India. And I don't think it's going to change anything, because the project is already functional since 2018. Prime Minister Modi had inaugurated the project in 2018, but it is, to create obstacles and to put spokes in the way of this project that Pakistan has been raising these technical issues.
Why is Pakistan expressing concerns over the design of the two hydropower projects?
Yeah, basically, I think what it says is that, Jhelum is one of the 3 rivers of the Indus river project, Jhelum, Indus and Chenab, that the waters of that go, these are western rivers, the waters of these rivers go to Pakistan. And what it says is, number one, it is going to take the water away from Kishanganga to Indus, which is not permitted in the Indus Water Treaty. Number 2, that the water that it receives from Kishanganga in the Pakistan occupied Kashmir area, that water amount will be restricted, and also that it will have an adverse environmental impact as far as the region is concerned, POK and rest of Pakistan is concerned. These are the issues that have been deliberated upon by the Court of Arbitration earlier, and they have ruled against it, saying that although Jhelum River as such has been apportioned, has been given to Pakistan, but the run-of-the-river projects are permissible, and India is fully within its right to put this dam in operation. And so Pakistan really does not have a leg to stand upon. But then it, whether it is on this project, Bagliha project, Ratte project, it keeps on raising objections. But all these objections have been have been turned down by the Court of Arbitration or the neutral experts that have been appointed by the World Bank.
Yeah, so will the decision of the World Bank appointed neutral expert be binding on both the countries?
Yes, it would be binding, and both. That is what the terms of the treaty suggest. World Bank, in its own wisdom, appoints a neutral expert. That is binding. Like in the Court of Arbitration, there are 3 experts. It's a 7-member team. There are 3 experts who are appointed by the World Bank, and 2 each by India and 2 by Pakistan. So there are 7 members. And the Court of Arbitration earlier, as I mentioned about the Kishan-Ganga project, it will be, it had decided in favor of India. So here also the neutral expert, whatever he determines, he decides, that will be binding on both sides.
Okay, thank you very much, Ashok Sajjan Harji, for explaining to us this whole story in great detail.
Always
Thank
a
you.
pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.